Homeless Noah Ricken. I don't have a place in this world for Noah Ricken because he's sexually abused myself when I was 16, 17 years old. And then I have a problem with that he appeared in Madison, Wisconsin to tell me to get out of an apartment, and I don't afford it because I would leave because he's not myself, but they asked me to be there to sign a lease, and how did he get there? Because he's from Mequon, Wisconsin. He doesn't know Lisa from Minnesota, and he doesn't know Rebecca Kirschbaum from state of New York, and he doesn't know Liz Feingold from state of New York, and he doesn't know Nicole from who's a waitress in Madison, Wisconsin. He doesn't know these people. How does he know them? Is this some kind of a shunt meets a shunt something problem? I know them from that Lisa I met in Minnesota when my parents were driving me there. I didn't drive there. And then I know Liz Feingold from being in Madison. I know Lisa being in Madison. She called me because of my parents, and I don't know how Noah Ricken knew where I was that day. And I had a long crying problem that I have dismissed at this point. I was crying after I saw Noah Ricken at that apartment. I cried all the way until I left the country. I left to go to South America for a year, and I didn't get anything out of it other than everybody got that I wasn't in Keys in America. I was in South America and looking for a place to live. And can you believe I couldn't find a place to live in South America either, even though Noah Ricken wasn't chasing me around South America? What is that? That's how I didn't blame him, because when I was in South America, I lived in 3 different addresses in 10 months. Well, I find you in contempt of myself, but that's you needing to pack and move. That's not me needing to pack and move. I was running for my life with itself. So far, I've not met anyone with a problem. You don't have a problem, you are one, and that's not a problem to you. Where are we going to find all those people who don't have a problem? They are one, and I have a problem that way, and we don't have that together. You had to sneeze during the video. This is going on YouTube. I am creating the soul, and I am finding people in contempt of myself, but it's always the same thing. I don't have a problem. I am one, and it's not a problem to myself, so I'm not a problem to myself that way. It looks like you're alone in the wrong and you have a problem, and that's you reversing all the threatening to myself. I am none higher than me, deceased. I am not alone in the wrong. Ever. It's clear that way. I don't disclose my leverage to you when you're starting to do something wrong to myself. I'm not an ask to you. Would you please leave me because I am none higher than me, deceased? It is my leverage that I'm not alone in the wrong, which is your accusation to myself. It's true that you don't speak English. You're already wrong if you made a speech offense, and I have to remove myself from your speech offending. So how do I put all the speech offending in a walled-in prison upstate? If you are due to make a speech offense, you are due in a walled-in prison upstate, and then you don't know who's going to be there to hear you make a speech offense. You cannot be an autonomous massive sin, an autonomous massive spin, that you approach myself and you make a speech offense anywhere. I am not yourself. I have hearing, but not for you. I can hear you because I am myself. I want all of the crime lording that happened to myself to be found in Superior Founder, that you are in walled-in prisons upstate to make the speech offense, and you don't see me in there because I am none higher than me is not in a walled-in prison upstate. I am not alive up there. Lisa Goldman, Donna Moser, Cheryl Moser, Steve Moser, Mitch Moser, all of you in Walden prisons upstate Wisconsin. You never in your life made me pack and move in karma. And you never in your life thought of me when you were in Walden prison, upstate Wisconsin. You were worried about yourself, and there was no one in there to tell you were going to make a speech offense about property you disputed. You cannot make the property in dispute by God, who's telling you to leave with yourself, who's creating yourself, that you would make a speech offense to somebody else and say, now I'm going to create yourself, and you're going to pack and move instead of me. That is you having been told by the God within yourself, by the God above yourself, that you were to pack and move and get out of my life. You belonged in an upstate prison. It was your problem all along. I want all that money for myself, deceased Aksha.